Okay, pangolins are super interesting animals. First off, they're covered in these tough, overlapping scales that look kind of like armor. It's actually made of keratin, the same stuff our hair and fingernails are made of. When they feel threatened, they curl up into a tight ball with those scales on the outside to protect themselves. Pangolins are also the only mammals that eat ants and termites. They've got really long, sticky tongues, perfect for slurping up those insects. And their stomachs are so tough, they can even digest the insects' hard outer shells. Finally, there are 4 different types of pangolins, each with its own unique look. They live in different parts of Africa and Asia, but they're all threatened by poachers who sell their scales and meat illegally. Indian pangolin, scientifically known as Manis crassicaudata. They are distributed across India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and parts of Southeast Asia. These pangolins have large scales, a long and pointed snout, and long, powerful claws. They are primarily terrestrial, inhabiting dry deciduous forests, scrublands, and grasslands. They are solitary and nocturnal. The Chinese pangolin, known scientifically as Manis pentadactyla, is found in China, Vietnam, Laos, and Myanmar. They have smaller scales compared to the Indian pangolin, a shorter snout, and a less robust build. These creatures are primarily arboreal, living in forests and woodlands. They are solitary and, nocturnal. The Sunda pangolin, or Manis javanica, is distributed across Southeast Asia, including Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, and Vietnam. They have medium-sized scales, a long and pointed snout, and long, powerful claws. Like their Chinese cousins, Sunda pangolins are primarily arboreal, inhabiting tropical rainforests and swamp forests. They are also solitary and nocturnal. Philippine pangolin, scientifically known as Manis culionensis. These fascinating creatures are found in the Philippines. They are the smallest pangolin species, characterized by their relatively small scales and short snout. Primarily arboreal, they inhabit forests and woodlands, and they are solitary and nocturnal. Black-bellied pangolin, or Pharyngos tetradactyla. They are native to West and Central Africa. These pangolins have black or brown scales, a long and pointed snout, and long, powerful claws. They are primarily arboreal, living in rainforests and savannas. Like other pangolins, they are solitary and nocturnal. White-bellied pangolin, known scientifically as Pharyngos tricuspis. These pangolins are distributed across West and Central Africa. Their distinctive appearance includes white or cream-colored scales on the underside of their body, a long and pointed snout, and long, powerful claws. They are primarily arboreal, inhabiting rainforests and savannas. Of course, they are solitary and nocturnal. Giant ground pangolin, or Smutsia gigantea, is the largest pangolin species. Found in southern and eastern Africa, they have large dark brown scales and a long pointed snout. Unlike many other pangolins, they are primarily terrestrial, inhabiting savannas, grasslands, and woodlands. They are solitary and nocturnal. And finally, we have Temminck's ground pangolin, known as Smutsia temminki. These pangolins are also found in southern and eastern Africa. They have medium-sized scales, a long and pointed snout, and long, powerful claws. Like the giant ground pangolin, they are primarily terrestrial, living in savannas, grasslands, and woodlands. And yes, they are solitary and nocturnal.